All of this effort, by the way, for a snap map that is basically a glorified Five Nights at Freddy's multiplayer map. Yeah, I think I'm putting too much effort in the wrong thing here. Anyways, let's get to the point. There's a total of 10 demons in the map, and I'll be quickly talking about them, but if you need more information, there are interactables in the map that will tell you more info about the demons specifically. We'll be starting off with the simplest ones and then going to the complexer ones. Okay, here we go. Starting off with the basic trio, we have the Baron of Hell, the Revenant, and the Cybermancubus. These three will all act sort of the same. They will either go to the left or the right door, and when they get close to doors, you have to close the door on them to push them back. If you don't, they walk into the office and they'll start attacking and trying to kill you. The only difference between these three is that the Cybermancubus will always walk, the Baron of Hell will always run, and the Revenant will either do one of these actions. It's up to that thing to decide if it wants to run or walk. Then we have the Pinky. There are 4 holes located around the map close to the office that the Pinky can come out of. It's random which one it comes out of, but when it does, it will come towards the office, and you'll have to close the doors on it to make it leave. He's basically the other 3 that we already talked about, with the only difference being that he starts a little bit sooner than the others. You then have the Mancubus, the normal Mancubus, and this one is a little bit different. When it arrives in a room, it will ignite the room on fire, causing any other AI demons in that room to move twice as fast. This means that their checks will go a lot more faster, meaning that on higher difficulties they will move away faster, but on lower difficulties there's a higher chance that a check will go through and they will start to walk to the next location. Then we have the Specter, one of the more complexer ones. He will appear in one of the random cameras on the map, and you'll have to look at him for 2 seconds to make him leave. Failing to do this will eventually cause him to teleport into the office, which will lead to your death. Then we have the Hellknight, who works exactly like Foxy from the first game. You have to look at him on the cameras to keep him at bay. Failing to do this will cause him to run away from the cove towards your office and come from either the left or the right door. When he gets close to the door, he will put a lot of power on that door, and if the power on the door reaches 100, then it will overheat and it cannot be closed for a couple of seconds, allowing other demons or even the Hellknight himself to come running in and finish you off. Then we have the Summoner, which will teleport around the map until she decides to attack. When she does attack, she will appear at either the left or the right door, and when she is there, you have to shoot at her to make her leave. Closing the door or looking at her on the cameras does nothing. Then we have the Cacodemon, who is the newest addition to this roster and is kinda complicated, but it won't be as complicated as the last one. The Cacodemon is a very simple demon. When you're looking at it on the cameras, it will add to its stay integer. By default, the stay integer is 3. However, when it does come to the doors, you will have to hold the door closed until it reaches the same value as the stay integer. Therefore, looking at him on the cameras will make him stay at the doors longer. This has no limit, so be careful. If the doors remain open for long enough, then he will eventually teleport into the office and kill you. Then we have the Imp. Yes, this little guy is the most complex one in the roster. The Imp, when he gets close to the doors, will try to enter the ventilation, and to stop him, you have to look at him on the cameras. This will force him back to the other side of the map. If that isn't enough, however, he will randomly decide to start sabotaging the power generator. This will cause alarms to blare and your screens on the cameras to flash red, notifying you that he's currently sabotaging the generator. You have 15 seconds to find what generator he's on to shock him off. There's only 2 generators, so there's only 2 locations he can be in, but combining it with the Mancubus, he's very difficult to actually see. If you fail to stop the generator from being sabotaged, all the doors overheat and all the demons in the map that are patrolling around will start to run towards the office. This definitely results in your death, and failing to look at him will cause him to teleport into the office. You got all of that? Good. that is just the basic gameplay of the map. There's also challenges as well as like talk prompts with the main villain of the map, which is also from Ultimate Demon Knight. There is a story to this, but that's up for the players to find. If you want to see how this map looks like when everything is set to 20, then you could just click the video that will be showing on the screen right now to go to a video that has everything showing with no commentary, so you can just listen to the music and all the demons going on. This challenge isn't as difficult as Ultimate Demon Knight. I haven't even beaten Ultimate Demon Knight yet, but it should be doable. So, yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching.